How to improve your Facebook ad ROAS in 2024. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and I've done over $100 million in revenue with Facebook ads for my clients. And today I want to talk about how to actually improve your Facebook ad ROAS in 2024. So this is something I think, everyone's talked about. Everyone's going through this problem where like ROAS is down. Either you're an agency and a client's like banging on the door, like ringing your phone off, and you're just like, I'm trying to fix this shit. Or you may even own a store yourself, and you're seeing the bills pile up and you're just seeing performance down. You're just like, what's going on here? I thought I made it. And it's a common problem, like I said. And there's about 4-ish different solutions that we've implemented, and there's not really like one solution for this. It's a mix of everything, right? So you have to understand from a macro perspective what you actually have control of. And this is like the basis of just what's allowed me to propel in this particular industry, is that I only focus on things that I have control on. Okay. Let's say, for example, like you have the control of your ability to control what you put in your mouth. Right. So that's not really start a discussion or anything like that. But, for the most part, you have full control of what you put in your mouth. Right. If you're a normal human being, you do not have control of what number is on a scale. And ROAS is simply just the number on the scale. But you do have control of what you put in your mouth, though. So what is the same analogy for, e-commerce, Facebook ads, all of those good things? And it comes down to 4 things. Okay. Your product, your landing page, your AOV, and your creatives. Those 4 things: product, landing page, AOV, and creatives. You do not have control over anything else. So how do you improve these things? So let's start off with number 1. It's the creative. It's simply the basis of everything. It's what people click on when they see it on their timeline. I remember when I first started Facebook advertising, I would literally look and just, they're doing 4 campaigns, engagement, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go do the same thing. And I would put little to no focus on the creative side. And yet I had clients that did all the focus on the creative side. I did all the media buying, and we did well. And we only did well because they focused on the creatives. I focused on the media buying. And now it's like, wait, there's a shift in the market where clients need all the help with the creatives and little to no help with the media buying. So now we only focus on the creatives, and the creative is to get the right person, to click on the ad. I can go and put a random scroll stopping image to get you to click, but if it doesn't attract the right person, like the click means nothing. I can go put a naked person on the Facebook image and like get really, people that are interested in that particular type of stuff to click on it, and then try to sell them an iPhone, and like, what? It's not what I clicked on there, right? So first job is your hook. Your hook is what gets people to like stop, and then the rest of the ad is what gets them to click. So that's the first thing. So the type of creative we get, I've seen a lot of people produce creatives and they're targeting the wrong type of people. They're targeting the wrong type of buyer. And I'm not saying targeting inside of Facebook with like interests and stuff like that. I'm talking about the creative of what it appeals to. This YouTube video you're watching right now appeals to a Facebook advertiser with a problem struggling with ROAS. It does not appeal to someone who wants to learn how to teach their dog how to sit. So the same thing with your creatives. You're appealing to the wrong person with your creatives. I see that so often. Your ability to communicate the message of what your product does to help that particular person is poor. It doesn't do it in an effective way. You're talking about things about the product that people simply do not care about. For example, Apple, they only talk about screen size, battery life, and camera quality. Why? Because it's the reason why people love buying this phone. And guess what? They did it, 15 different times on the iPhone 15, because that's what people click. That's why people want it. So they only talk about those things, and they keep showing how it gets better every year. And guess what? People like me keep buying it every year. So that's the first thing. They create really high converting ads, and they have a really good structure and system for creating those ads. And they're creating these ads weekly. How many ads do you need to test a week? It depends, right? You may have a phenomenal team that can create one really good high quality ad a week that does 10 extra performance every week. I also know some people that cannot create creatives to save their life, and they have to test like 100 a week just to hope something sticks on the wall, to hope they can scale their business and hope they can pay bills by the end of the month. So you want to be in this person, not this person, but you have to go through this phase to get to this phase. That's what I've learned. So that's creative testing and finding new winning ads and better appealing to your people, getting better clicks and better attention on your brand to drive them to your website. Now, when you get to the website, there's 3 things that we have to look at. There's the landing page, there's AOV, and there's product. Okay. So if we improve the creative, we're already like let's say for example, right now, like we find a new winning ad and it cuts your cost per acquisition in half right now because you got a better amount of traffic to your site. All of a sudden you just doubled your ROAS. That's it. And you haven't even touched anything else. That's the first thing. Next thing, website itself, your landing page. When people get to your page, does it scream confidence and trust in them that this is the right thing for them? Or is it like, this looks like a drop shipping website? You know, there's a bunch of things on the website. Like the way I can tell like a bad marketer is that they have a bunch of these little urgency things on the website. 5 of them are left, you know, 30% off now. And it's like, oh, you are doing a terrible job at making people want this product. How do you get people to want a product? 1, you find their desires first. What is their desire? Desires to make more money. And you show them all the different ways they're going to make more money with this particular product. And you're going to showcase how they're going to travel the world, how they're going to buy the Lambo they want and everything, because this product's going to make them so much more money. You're going to show them that, you know, they're going to have a mile long line of people in front of their house begging them for money because this program is going to make them so much money. So if you don't want that, do not buy this program. So, you know, the landing page really sells them on why they need to purchase product, the benefits of it and everything. It also closes the feature side. So you can talk a lot about the benefits and their desires and how this product helps them with that, but you also need to hit on a little bit about that logic side, right? What is the logic side? The logic side is how, you know, hey, if you want to improve your ROAS, you need to test more Facebook ad creatives. Okay, but why? That's what that solves. So, hey, if you want to improve your Facebook ad ROAS, you simply need to get more people to click on your ads because the ad is what's in front of the person and the person clicks on it. If you get more people to click on it, you get more people to your website at a cheaper cost, and you have more of those people convert at a cheaper cost, you get a lower or a higher ROAS. Would you agree or disagree? Oh, I would agree. That's why you need to do creative testing to find a new winning creative. So I added the logical side to that. So you also need to have a mix of logical side. Depending on what you're selling, you may need to show like some clinical studies. You may need to show some authority figures in there. You may need to show some more demonstration videos. Again, just depending on what you're selling. ROAS Skin Co, ROSE skinco.com. They sell the Lumi, which is an IPL, basically just a laser hair removal device for at home. Copy their product page. They have the best product page in the industry. They're doing everything correctly. Do that right there. High quality product photos. They're calling out the benefits and the features in the product photos. They're educating people. They're handling objections. They're showing authority figures. They're doing all of the good stuff. Let's say if you have 100 people go to your website and 1% convert at $100 AOV. Well, you spend $100, you get 100 people to your website, $100 AOV. You basically just have one person to convert, and that's $100 spent with $100 in revenue. If you have a 2% conversion rate, you spend $100 to get 100 people to your website, and you convert 2 out of 100. You have a $200 in revenue now. That's a 2x return on ad spend. All you did was tweak your website. So you have really good creatives. You have a really good website. That's going to improve and lift your ROAS. Now, what are the other 2 things? AOV and product. It's a big one right here. So AOV is, you know, you technically can't control the number AOV, right? But you can control what creates AOV. And that is the amount of product people purchase when they make their purchase, right? So a couple different ways to improve AOV. Number 1, just increase the price of your product. You know, Apple increases the price of the iPhone every year. Hey, remember that iPhone we sold you off like $600 a couple years ago? Well, now it's like $1,500. And guess what? No one cares. Everyone's purchasing it. You know, I'd bet their cost to make this phone is relatively the same as what it was a couple years ago. Now, obviously there's inflation, these other things like that, but for the most part, I'm sure it's not that much different in terms of cost for it. So simply increasing the price per product. That's a great way. At my agency, I used to charge $5,000 to run ads for clients. Now we charge 10 grand. And guess what? Our close rate, nothing like that changed because we provide a lot of value. Our average, AOV across our whole client board went from $5,000 to $7,500 now. That's the average what we make per client. And we're about to let go some 5K clients and upgrade and bring some 15K clients on. That's going to even go higher. Now I'm making more per client, and yet I'm paying the same to get those clients there. So now we're improving our ROAS. You know, if you go from a $50 AOV with a $25 cost per acquisition, you pay $25 to acquire someone with a $50 AOV. That's a 2x return on ad spend. Now, what if I pay $25 with a $75 AOV? I paid $25 to make $75. I have a 3x return on ad spend. All I did was improve the AOV side. Now, some of you guys are able to increase your product price by a little bit, 5, 10%, not really notice any super big impacts. Some of you guys might be able to do it by 20% and notice a huge dip in your performance. So start off small. I've seen some people do $1 a day. Every day they just added a dollar to their product price, to where like after a week, their product price was like $10 more. And it allowed from a really good test of like making more money with the brand. So increasing the product price, Apple Care. So when you go buy an iPhone or something like that, they give you this thing called Apple Care. I think for like this like laptop right here was like $3,000. I paid like $300 for Apple Care. Apple Care is like what, 3 years, you get it, 4 years for it. I paid $300. You don't get anything. Basically just saying, hey, if you have anything wrong with your computer in that time span, you basically get a, you basically will fix it and shit for you. To be fair here, if anything happens to the computer now, I'd probably just go buy a new one because it's old and I wouldn't even think about using my Apple Care. I don't even know where I put that at. I don't even know how to access it. I don't even know how to use it. But I paid $300 for it. That was $300 in pure cash that just went to them. So you can set up an Apple Care. Basically, it's just you're just basically setting up another product on your store for like 5, 10, maybe $100, just depending on your AOV. Usually about 10 to 20% of whatever your AOV is. That's what the Apple Care would be for you. And you can call it your own care. So like I could have like Nick's Care. If I had a store that says Nick's, for example, and great product price. Anyone that reaches out to you with a problem with their product and they had this in their cart and they paid for it, guess what? We'll replace the item for you with no extra charge. Simple as that. You get 100 people, like let's say for example, you already have a $100 AOV, it's $100. You add Apple Care for $10. You have 100 people a day to take action on this. It's like an extra $1,000 a day in profit. It's $30,000 a month in profit, right? So like that's good. So increasing the product price or adding a little Apple Care, that works really well. And then the next thing is, what are other problems our product creates for them? So like I went by this iPhone a couple months ago, not even a couple months, a couple weeks ago, I went by this iPhone and walked in a store. My problem was I need a new phone. Buy this phone. As soon as I buy it, I had the problem of I need a screen protector. I had the problem of I need a case. Well, I don't rock cases, so I didn't really have that problem, but a lot of people do. And then also I have the problem of I need a little plug-in device to plug it into the wall and stuff. So these are other problems that they upsell me on. Here's a charging cable for $20. Here is a screen protector for $100. Here's a case for $100. Now I'm spending another $250. And guess what? Those are high margin products. So technically a lot of stores like to do is like, they like to get you in at like a decent margin, 70% margin on like one of these products. But then they'll like you telling me like $25 for a cable like this, you're insane. Like, but that's what they charged, right? They probably paid $1 for that, but they just added an extra $20, $25 in profit per my AOV. So you can look at other problems your product creates for them when they purchase. And this can be a thinking time. This won't be an easy just, I got the answer. No, it's gonna be time. It's gonna take customer research. It's gonna be really helping you understand your customers before you have this particular idea in your head. It won't be instant. So that's another thing. So now, you increase your product price, you add Apple Care, you add other products as an upsell. Now all of a sudden your AOV went from maybe $50 to $75 and you have a $25 cost per acquisition. And now you went from a 2x ROAS to 3x ROAS. You also beefed up your landing page. You also beefed up your creatives. Now you're rolling in. Now you're probably doing like a 4x ROAS overall. And guess what? We didn't even touch the last thing, which is product. And product, I should have, now with the hindsight, I probably should have touched this on this first. Product is the most important thing, right? Like I've seen people, I have a mentoring program, I have like 100 something students that's in it right now where I coach them on a monthly basis. And I've seen people just, be stuck at like 10 to 30K a month for like months, like 6, 7, 8 months at a time. As one particular student, for his privacy, I'm not going to talk about him or like what his name and what he's selling, but he was just selling this one product, man. And come into like, I don't know, maybe September and stuff like that, he just had enough. He's like, I'm going to different products. And after being stuck at like 10 to 30K a month for like, almost a year, really, he switched products over. And, he messaged in the group December. So like about 3 months running this product, doing like $198,000 in December. And I mean, making 60, 70K in profit, like just doing good. All he did was switch the product. So you have to understand at some point, you may be in the wrong product. You might have the wrong product. And, I can't fully say what that is, but I can say, like, you shouldn't have people doing better, like have a better product than you. So like, for example, if I was selling an iPhone 4, for example, and everyone wants a 15, and I kept trying to push my 4, I'd be delusional to keep pushing that, right? I had someone message me one day to work with us, and it was selling like cigarette patches. Just stick them on the arm and that's it. I'm like, okay, is this, I went on Walgreens.com or Google and I searched up cigarette patches. I found 50 of them. I selected one. I said, hey, I can drive to my house and I can drive to Walgreens right now and pick this up in 5 minutes. Why should I buy yours? Could not give me a single answer. So you need to be thinking about those types of things in the marketplace. Where do we stack up against the competition? And, if I were to sell like fitness wear, for example, I'm immediately going up against Under Armour, Nike, and stuff like that. I see too many people.
Oh, well, technically Nike isn't my competitor because my business isn't that big yet.
And it's like, no, Nike is your competitor because you're targeting people that are wearing it. And you're trying to convince them that, hey, we have better fitness wear. You need to ditch Nike. You need to ditch Under Armour and wear our brand. So yeah, no, they are your competitor. It's not about size of the business or anything like that. Everyone's your competitor in that niche. They're all competing for the money of your customers. They all want that money that's in their wallet. And it's your objective to give the best demonstration of why someone should purchase from you, not everyone else. And that's the current problem you're facing right now. You may be at a gunfight with a knife right now. You need to go switch your weapons. You are a talented fighter. You're extremely good with a knife. But guess what? Everyone's using guns and you need to go find a gun. That's essentially the position you're in right now. Oh God. Hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize this. But yeah, guys. So, hope y'all enjoyed this video. That's how you improve ROAS in 2024. Facebook, again, product, your AOV, your landing page, your creative. If you do all this correctly, there's no doubt in my mind you'll, be doing a couple $100,000. I have students doing $2 million a month. I have clients doing $3 to $4 million, $3 to $5 million a month in revenue. And all of these come into play when we're working with that. So make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're interested in my agency running your ads, click the link below, have Nick Theriot run your ads. If you're interested in my monthly mentoring, click the link below to have Nick mentor you. And if you just want a one-time course and that's it, I have a Facebook ad course now below. Yeah, it's pretty solid. So thank y'all for watching. Have a good rest of y'all day. Peace out.